I got the initial video out of the way where I'm just blabbering about bullshit. Now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty serious business, bro. I'm gonna show you guys all my toys. Okay, so this video is the first video I'm gonna make about tripping. The beginner's guide. This is the beginner's guide because it's simple. You don't have to do any work on yourself or anything. This is basically been giving you ways to distract yourself so that it just remains a fun trip. So this is tripping for anybody 101. I'm gonna start with the concept of if you're gonna trip in your car, do everything you can so that nothing clicks in your brain to start driving. I know that can happen to drunk people. When they're too drunk, they're just a mess and they do it. I don't know why. I got this sunshade. That's a good thing. You don't want to like end up in a trip where you're like, is somebody gonna look at me through the windows? Even if your shit's tinted, like you're tripping, so you gotta take that into consideration. It's good to get shit to block your windows. Block your fucking windows if you're tripping in a car. Just in case. What the fuck? It's also best not to trip outside of a house when the temperature's at an extreme heat or cold, because I mean, like, I have my own issues with that, but I think no matter who you are, like, that can become an issue. Like, I've had trips in my car where I'm just like way too focused and distracted on trying to maintain like a good temperature to keep myself alive, like in the middle of winter. The Impala is fine, but I get annoyed so easy by heat, and it gets blown in my face. So I'm like, turn the heat off, roll the window down. And then I'm tripping, so I don't realize that I'm cold, so I feel like it's dangerous, but I like the cold better. Y'all hear me? Yeah, take things to consider for yourself. Where the Also, if you're a smoker, it's easy to end up chain smoking when you're in the car and you're tripping. But I've noticed that every time I end up without anything to smoke or I run out while I'm tripping, even though I feel like I need it while I'm tripping sometimes, or I want to do it, or like to like control the trip in a way, and you know, without it, it's honestly a better trip. So you can honestly deprive yourself of things that you're addicted to like that while you're tripping. Like, it becomes more fun. You're not distracted by smoking. So you end up, I mean, like, in order to curb like a craving I had, I started eating candy. Best trip ever. So that's number one. Eat candy while you're tripping. What I do, I mean, obviously you could get sugar sticks and lollipops, but I'll get this big ass thing, even when I'm sober, bro. This big ass thing of cotton candy and bubble gum. You just go ham, and then you put the cotton candy on the bubble gum, and it gives it more flavor. That pairs really well with the fucking cigar, candy and cigars. I don't want no fucking Newport while I'm tripping. Get some candy with your cigars. This ties directly into what I was talking about before, where we need to treat ourselves better, and that selfishness turns into complete selflessness because it positively impacts everything around you when you start to do that. Even just you being in a better mood and looking nice and influencing other people to be like that for themselves, and spreading less negativity and more just you being in a good mood. It's somehow it infiltrates other people's mind, bro. Okay, so some ideas from me about stuff that you can have. You can have stickers for yourself. You can have beach balls and beach toys. Beach toys are great for tripping, even when you're not at the beach. Balloons are $1.25 at the dollar store. The confetti ones are great, and if you do the cigar thing, whether you're sober, high as fuck, or tripping balls, you pop the fucking confetti balloons with the cigar and confetti. Amazing. So, got a bunch of fucking toys to fuck around with. Alright, this is just turning into me showing off my toy collection. Got this bitch. I think I got this bitch from a hotel crane machine in a laundry room. Got this bitch from the dollar store. Oh, I got this from Mother Clucker's Pizza crane machine downtown Minneapolis. Got this from Club Foods on Valentine's Day. So, it's limited edition. I also got this from Club Foods. Take this bitch out. This one is completely different texture from most. It's softer, definitely softer, more of a hard squeeze to it. It's more firm, and the texture is softer, so I like her. Got some extra balloons. This obviously is different from the rest too. Hotel laundry machine, crane machine. Legos are great for tripping. It's a great exercise for your mind. Obviously, I keep all of these disinfected. We got this bullshit. It came with a little shark toy. Dollar Tree thing I broke. This is from Cub Foods. Great because what you can do with this... Shit. Hold on. You can test how hard you can throw things. I got this bitch to stick on the windshield for like half an hour straight before it fell off one time. That's real arm strength, bro. I'm about to tell y'all how that works. Here's an egg. Softball. I got a bunch of fucking bouncy balls. Quarter each at the dollar store. Or certain laundromats. Oh, here's one. This is one of my favorites. That's great for tripping. What the fuck was I about to... Oh, yeah. That leads into, how do you build arm strength? I'll punch better than a lot of, people twice my size because I even built finger strength from a young age. Learning to utilize a basketball by spinning it on all 10 of my fingers. There's a lot you can do, but I also have a volleyball somewhere. And that's even better for tripping in the car. What you can do with that, and I also have a dollar store Nerf gun in the vehicle. What you can do is you can play with angles. So you can hit any specific point in the car with a toy ball or a Nerf gun dart. And try to do like calculations. So that's how nerds have fun. The cool thing about these, and you know those crane machine balls that like have the spikes all over them. That's good for tripping and for little kids because it's easier to play with in the same way you play with the big boy toys. You can practice spinning on your fingers with these, and it's super easy and super fun to look at. Now, obviously, if I was tripping inside of a building, I would probably also go for a lava lamp and fish tanks. Those are two big ones. Also, for anybody who struggles with interior decoration, a fish tank is the #1 thing you can fucking do. It could be like a dirty, moldy, fucking old kitchen in like some rundown restaurant. If you put in a fish tank, Chinese people know this. If you put in a fish tank, it changes the whole. Now you're rich. So yeah. Another great thing before I end this, no matter where you are, but especially in the car, glow sticks. So you can make a ring with glow sticks. Like I have this here. You can make a ring with glow sticks. You can like put it around like this basketball hoop. You can throw balloons into it. Whatever. I don't suggest tripping in public where you do normal stuff because it's just unnecessary. It's like, what are you really gonna get out of that? I never really got it. But I'm a person who's always been prone to solitude, and I find peace in a lot of wisdom in that, so I enjoy it. So there's that. I'm gonna put all these fucking toys back now. Another great thing when you're tripping, get some cheap animal balloons in an animal balloon pump. Try to make animal balloons. You will have a fucking blast. You know, puzzles, Jenga. That's the shit to be doing. If you're tripping with other people, a great thing you can do is set up a fucking game of Candyland. Not chess. Poker. Poker's probably better sober. Because you're just gonna end up fucking shit up and just giving up. Candyland while you're tripping. Now that is real man activities. Anyway, my grandma's telling me she's worried about money. She's also homeless right now. So if you guys could support my YouTube channel, it would be awesome. If I could end up making money off of this. I need to be there for other people, and I can't get a job. Nor do I want a job, nor could I handle one. Like a regular one. I'm a person even where if I was in a good stage of healing mentally from trauma, I don't operate the same way as a lot of people, so any job that I'm gonna have has to be something that suits me. It's hard to get to that fucking place. I also noticed when you're tripping, it's better to be in a lower temperature and have more clothes on. You'll just feel more secure somehow. But that might just be me. I also prefer tripping alone. Other people kind of just end up doing what they want to do. You know, I've yet to find somebody who really, besides the person I live with, Becca, she was chill when it came to tripping, but she didn't like the fact that I didn't like that her shrooms were fake. That's the shit I don't like. One time I was tripping with her. I kind of take the leading role a lot of times in those situations. Put on some Mr. Beast for her. One of those damn videos where he had like the drone recording from above and shit. She was like, what the fuck? It's something that's hard to comprehend to a mind that's so sensitive in that state. So for people who want to go deeper into the tripping rabbit hole, it stimulates your senses. You're taking in more. And what humans are set up to be like is we take in from reality, we learn, and then we create with that. And we create more complex things based off of that. We're all about taking in and producing. And so when people talk about like transmuting energy, that's real, because that happens in the physical too. That's human nature. That's what we're set up to be like. So when we're tripping, we're experiencing more in all of our senses, and our brain can take in and realize more things. So when you understand that, there's more that you can do when you're consciously in control of things in order to reap more psychological benefits from it. So yeah.